those crackers lynch a Negro below the Mason-Dixon line? Since it is not safe to lynch a white man in any part of America, we shall press the button and lynch him in Africa.
Our United Front General, guarding the black mineral. Speaking straightforward, never dropping subliminal. African freedom fighter, here white supremacist criminal. Riddle you with lyrics, but physically I'll be rid of you. The pain and oppression. Black masses, they feel it too, they all can express it. I'm the vessel to spit it through. You claim that you spitting? Listen, homie, I spit a pool of blood for my ancestors. This message they send to you. Power of the Pharaoh. Tell them one verse, you kill a crew of Uncle Tom rappers. All sellouts and getting chewed. They hijack the culture. The attack of the killer Jews. I call it how I see it. Y'all ain't worried about getting sued. Cause I ain't got nothing. All I can do is drop a jewel. I'm always being beat. Sonic version in summer school. I stay with some bread. Stack of books, but tuck the tool in case I gotta feed them. Book a fool or fuck a fool. I really rather teach them. Y'all last resorted to cut a fool. But whether if I beat them or two beats them, I still love the fool. Living amongst creatures. Drop a bomb on the hospital. We want reparations. What will Mr. Obama do? Don't forget about Louima. Yeah, ripped apart his abdominal November 25th. 50 shots took out the room and killed him for his wallet. Yup, 41. But I'ma do for every shot fired. We gotta kill a whole lot of you. I'm giving you the truth. Got no reason to lie to you. I'm trying to see you free. This man is willing to die for you. Red, black, and green. See it with the flag in the sky for you. I'm trying to build a nation. Don't think it's impossible. Let's bring your ring faces up. Right, hook, unstoppable. We all get together. Black power's unstoppable. They poisoning the people. Take a moment to smell a few. New York City's burning the people. We'll kill a cop. Let's burn the city down. Black people, we gotta move. Destroy City Hall. Shooting that helicopters to the AK-47. Yeah, we call it the chopper 230 inside the clip. In the conscious. Ain't no way you can stop the dude. The flow I got it bumping. Always dropping philosophy. Yeah, now. Black power so real.
Baby. The he just said it in the track. It was Amadou was the king. They shot him 40 times.
Right, so
That was the wild.
Amadou
Diallo
right
was the video on though.
Oh shit.
But I mean,
No,
what you was gonna say?
no,
Because that was
crazy.
super relevant
It's
that he
crazy,
said
no.
it. Abner Louima is the one that them pigs sodomized
So keep this.
with the plunger.
I was watching on New York One News today. They have, I don't know if it's a museum or exhibit, but it's basically, and I thought it was the most craziest shit ever. They displaying the discrimination and the violence and all that stuff that happened, right? So they have like artwork displaying it. Like there's a one for Eric Garner, and the thing says there's a picture of him, crazy picture, and then in like city lights, like store lights, it says chokehold, and where the O's are is a lynch.
Wow.
There's a fucking from the ceiling hanging 40 wallets representing each shot, and the wallet he was reaching for. I know there's a train one. It's just crazy because it's like one thing for art to express to the paper, but for y'all to put it on like it's a monument,
Like bragging.
I feel it's just so.
It's disrespect.
I don't like it because of what I know. Because y'all don't really care about that shit anyway. So for y'all people to come in these museums and look at it and be like, oh my god, that's crazy. But they're not gonna be looking at it like that. They're gonna be looking like it. That's crazy how they did. That's awesome. That's art. Like it's not gonna be about their lives. I just can't believe it. And it was on New York One News.
But look though, real quick before you go back to your the bottom line is, where was these displays at?
Some museum.
Okay, and how do the people get access to see it?
What did I pay?
And there you go.
They're making money off of it, right?
And there
That's
you
my
go.
point. That's my point.
And that's just it right there.
I don't know. I don't want to, because it could be one of those things where it's located in some place as a display or whatever. I don't remember the details of it. I just remember coming in on. I seen the 40 wallet.
Right.
And that's what made me.
Right.
And like watch the TV. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that shit's crazy. Let me actually see something. If I can find it, that would be great. Okay.
Black Power family. Let me give my quick disclaimer. I do not own the rights to that music. That was just some good United Front. Some good African insurrection music for your mind. That good aim. You know about that aim. I don't know about that aim. But yeah, that's United Front. A Millie, y'all know that, little freestyle he did on a Millie beat. Shout out to the king, Brother Bomani Mayasa. Okay, so point of this video, I gotta talk to my family, and certain family members in particular. I'm talking to you, and the family members that I'm talking to in particular are the quote unquote Caribbean, my Caribbean family. I myself, I'm a quote unquote Yankee. If anybody didn't know, I was born in the member KKK. Everybody from grandmama down. So, right. Throughout my life, some reason, I've always been like sort of drawn to Caribbean African people, like the African people from the Caribbean. I always was sort of fascinated with them, like the accents. It was at a point because I didn't know that there was black people like in Europe and the UK. I didn't know it was black people that had like a British or English accent, quote unquote. I didn't know there was African people that had those accents, right? So for me, growing up, the only African people that I knew with accents, aside from like a little Southern, accent, which to the Southerners, us up north, have an accent. I've been told I have a New York accent, and I don't think I do. But aside from, the little small Southern accent, the really only accent I knew in regards to African people was my family in the Caribbean. Jamaicans, and speaking of patois, and the Haiti, shout out to the Zoes, Haiti, speaking of Creole, and just that sort of, y'all know the yard man, y'all know that accent, that Damian Marley, y'all know that accent I'm talking about. So, shout out Buju. So, while I'm doing this video, right? My Caribbean family. Now, this is not to offend nobody. And on the other flip side, this is not to pump up any of my Caribbean family. It's just facts based off of little historical stuff, right? So, among African people worldwide, some of the strongest African people is in the Caribbean. That's just facts. Now, one of the reasons for this when it comes to history is because during the slave trade, when they stole us from Africa, they kidnapped us from Africa, right? And they was traveling along, right? Traveling along that ocean, coming down, boom. They was coming all over here first. They hit the islands, Cuba. You see Cuba right here. The U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. They hit this area before they came into the United States, before they came up in Florida, Louisiana, all of these southern states. Before they came and colonized the 13 colonies, before they came and colonized these states, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, I don't know the full 13. I know New York was one, of course. I did VA, Maryland, CT. What up? So they came to the islands first, right? So, but this is the whole concept. When they was in Africa, when they was on Africa in the motherland, and they kidnapped those African people, they had a certain strength level to them, right? So let's just say their strength was on 100. Well, let's say not 100 because they wouldn't have got kidnapped if it was on 100. So let's say their strength is at 90, right? Their strength is at 90 when they're coming from Africa. When they dropped them off, when they got to the first stop in the Caribbean, those African people that they dropped off the most rebellious. They dropped off those that was giving them the most trouble. They dropped off the most rebellious people. You could even look up the history of like the sugar cane farms and things like this. The Jamaican, our Caribbean family was fighting so hard. Look at Haiti. Haiti's the only republic or whatever is, the correct term is. Excuse me for not knowing the correct term. I don't want to say the wrong one, but Haiti's the Haitians. They're the first group of people that was kidnapped from their home, brought to a foreign land, colonized, and then overthrew the oppressor and gained full independence. They were the only people to do that. Now, it's sad now that the independence was solely sold back, starting from Toussaint Louverture. Let's be real. Starting from Louverture, and I believe he was a mulatto. But that's a whole nother lecture. So, boom, Caribbean people, our Caribbean family being amongst the strongest African people, right? Worldwide. When it comes to that strength, there's one sort of avenue, topic, or whatever that our Caribbean family, in particular Jamaicans, are known for being like the toughest against, the most zero tolerance when it comes to this certain thing. And that thing is homophilia, homosodomy, homosexuality, right? Man to man, girl to girl, that's wrong, right? Oh man, I love them because they put it all in the tracks. Don't make me play the Buju. Don't make me play it. That boom bye bye. That's a love song, man. They shouldn't have banned that, man. Oh man. But look, so when it comes to homosodomy, right? When it comes to homophilia, we call it homophilia or we call them homophiles because homosexuality and pedophilia is synonymous, right? They're linked. You can't separate the two. That's a whole nother lecture. So against this homosodomy, right? Our Caribbean family, in particular Jamaicans, are the strongest, toughest against this. So now with the homophilia agenda, the homophile agenda, to sexualize and sexually confuse and disgender African people worldwide, turn the males into females, turn the females into males, disgender us, sexually confuse us, to completely destroy and eradicate the black family, which in the interim will completely destroy and eradicate our race. Once and for all, we will be gone, genocided from the planet. They have tried many, many of things: abortion, crack, AIDS, cancer, GMOs, fluoride, aluminum in the deodorant, chemtrails, the fluorescent lights and the bad stuff from it, and on and on and on and on and on, putting the highways in the inner cities by the hood, all of the highways, all of the hoods got the highways going through them, having us living in these tiny quarters, boxed off, killing the feng schwager, people on top, people under you, next door on that side, next door on that side, next door on that side, just killing the Ven Schwager. Just killing the feng shui, like, oh man. If y'all don't get that, I'm sorry. But with this homophile agenda to turn African people completely insane when it comes to sexuality, to make us crazy enough to think a male could be born wanting to put his penis in another male's anus. That's normal. And the fact that I'm against that, I'm abnormal. So this is what we're dealing with, right? When it comes to the homophile agenda, African people, period, amongst all people among the planet, every other race, African people are the number one group against homophilia, against homosodomy, period. We're the number one group against it worldwide. In particular, our Caribbean family have known to be the toughest against this. So now, I live in America, KKK. I'm in New York. We know New York, one of the most faggot-friendly states. We know America, KKK is amongst one of the most faggot-friendly places, regions in the planet, right? Canada, another one. Europe, another one. So Africa, the hardest against it, and the Caribbean, especially based off of the amount of people that's in the Caribbean. For the small numbers they have, not to say it's small, but comparing it to America, KKK, or comparing it to how many, it's 100 million African people in South America, it's over 1 billion on the continent of Africa, it's about 100 million, UK, Europe, so it's, right, our Caribbean family is the toughest against this. In America, KKK, we've been bending like crazy, like crazy. It's out of control. In Africa, they're fighting it, but some of our leaders are bending. So now, let's go to the Caribbean. They are now ramping up the attack in the Caribbean, and it's scaring me, and I gotta cry out to my family, right? I'm from Brooklyn. Brooklyn, Flatbush in particular, is the number 2 place in regards to population when it comes to our Caribbean family. So Haitians, for example, the number 1 place they populated is in Haiti. The number 2 place, Brooklyn. Jamaicans, number 1, Jamaica. Number 2, Brooklyn. And the different is just so many of them out there. And what I'm seeing now is the attack is ramping up in the Caribbean, and our family is bending. Our family is bending, and it's scaring me to death. It haunts me. It haunts me. Trinidad and Tobago hosted first gay pride parade in August of 2000, this year. Last month. Trinidad and Tobago, like, this is disgusting. It's disgusting. What happened? What happened, Caribbean family? I'm going to be in Brooklyn, out there with tables and waving my RBG flag, my straight black pride flag, my straight black pride shirt, out there with the clipboard, taking names and emails, connecting with my Caribbean family. We got to gather our strength. Listen, the number 2 place in regards to population is in Brooklyn, my city. It's in my city. So being straight, black, and proud, and knowing what I know, and having the wherewithal that I have, I'm not going to let it ride. If Planned Parenthood and those devils could have people out there, a lot of our people, with some damn pamphlets and clipboards, taking names and getting donations to help womb lynch our own damn babies. 8 out of 10 abortion clinics is in quote unquote black neighborhoods. Like, come on, yo. Nah. If they could have their people out there, all these damn people when tax season is around, all them damn tax spots, the tax little businesses got people out there with the damn Statue of Liberty damn costume on, looking crazy as hell, passing out flyers and all of that. When the car wash or whatever it is got the people out there with the big sign up with the arrow pointing. No, if all of these businesses and these different organizations could be out there, the damn Red Cross out there with their bells and just in the winter and all that, getting up them damn donations to not help people, if they could do all of that, we could do it. We could do it on a conscious side. We could do it on a black power side. We could do it on a quote-unquote black nationalist side, fighting against this. We could do that. We could be out there picketing. We could be out there with our signs. We could be out there taking names and signing up people, getting them on the email list, getting them in the group, setting up meetings. No, we got to get on this. I'm going to get on it. My Caribbean family, we got to fight this. And Barbados, they fighting. Look. In Barbados, they fighting. Talking about they got a group, Barbados Gays, Lesbians, and All Sexuals Against Discrimination. BGLAD. Like, come on, man. I'm gonna just read a little piece of this article. It's some good news. This is July, talking about the homophiles marched in a parade, even though they didn't get the laws changed that they wanted, even though Barbados has not shown that they're ready to accept. Man, it's crazy, man. Trying to make them look out. They try to make them look like such victims, yo. It's disgusting. Word. Shout out to this. It said it was a Calypsonian. They got a song called Sex Change, implying that you can't change your sex. And that's a fact. I don't care how much damn advanced science and these doctors are. You're a male to death, or you're a female to death. Sorry. Speaking at a media briefing among a gathering of 18 males and 1 female Christian church leaders, Joseph, let me get the king full name, Apostle Eliseus Joseph, Eliseus Joseph. Shout out to that brother. Shout out to that king. Joseph added, we want to make it clear that homosexual behavior and preference is a learned behavior. God did not create anybody gay. It is not an organic behavior. There is no homo gene. That is a myth. We oppose any attempt to deconstruct marriage and reconstruct it to legitimize homosodomy and same-sex partnership, as opposed to the biblical narrative. Come on now. The outrage of the Christian leaders in an island of devoutly religious citizens triggered an avalanche of criticism of the annual march. An annual march, while others who perhaps represent a growing minority dared to push back. Under this social cloud, that homophile group nonetheless staged its incident-free march with members fully aware that their battle is joined in a conservative nation within the Caribbean archipelago of islands known for piety and conformism. Disgusting. My dictionary. Y'all know me. I'm supposed to be ready. See if they got it. I've never seen that word before. It's probably something to do with, you know, like archbishop type amount there, I'm sure. What is it? ARCHIP. Okay. Archipelago. A group of islands. Oh. Okay, so to my Caribbean family, I'm here. Listen, whatever we gotta do to get stronger in Brooklyn, we gonna do it. We gotta fight this. We gotta fight this. My real fear, the real fear and paranoia, which is rightfully granted, that I'm feeling is because what I said, being that our Caribbean family is amongst the strongest African people against that madness called homosexuality. If they bend, then I fear that the rest of the African world is just gonna fall a lot easier. You feel me? It's the whole, you know, you knock out the biggest person, you take out the leader, you know, you take out the head, and then the rest, you know, you take out the general, and you know, so yeah, you take out the head of household, you take that man out, lock him up, kidnap him, and now, you know, now the his queen is left alone with the children, and all sorts of things that happen. She's just more vulnerable. They're just more vulnerable because the head is gone. So my Caribbean family, please, 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 step up the fight. Let's step it up. I'm here for you. Talk to me. I'm here for you. Drop your comments. We got to get on this. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos talking to my Caribbean family, pulling up these articles and the facts and bills and things that's in the works that we need to fight and things that I'm doing. All right, family? So BB for Hodie, African liberation. That's why I do it. That's all I think about. That's all I live for. Black power.